What's up, Docs Daily? Welcome in, everybody, to another Saturday edition. We are live Saturday, October 25th in the year of the 25. 10-25-25. It's 2025, it's 25th. I don't know. I'm a numbers guy. That's like numbers porn to me. It is what it is. I send out emails all the time, company emails with stats and stuff, and I'm like, hashtag number porn. And everybody is like, what is this guy talking about? But anyways, we're here on a Saturday. Lenny's all fired up. I've only had this much coffee. That much.
We just started, Lenny.
It's like 6 inches. I'm just saying. Welcome in, everybody. I'm going to let everybody file in. Let's get all in here. Let everybody in. We got a lot to talk about today. We got some good matchups, some good top 25 matchups today. We got some NHL stuff on today. So if you want to talk NHL, shoot a question. I'll answer, but I'll be honest with you. It's still real early. Don't ask me anything about the NBA because I feel like I almost said bad word, but it's not smart.
Sure.
I don't like the NBA. So you're going to give me another reason not to bet the NBA. There's plenty of people out on our site that will tell you to bet the NBA, and I don't discredit their opinions. I just don't have an opinion on it. My opinion is I'd rather throw dice in a loaded game.
I love it.
I'd rather be on that table throwing loaded dice.
Yep.
Than betting in the NBA at this moment. I don't know what to expect, but free $60 account link is in the description of the video. You click on it, take you over to the website. You get a free $60 account. You can use that any which way you so choose. You can use that on a day pass, week pass, season pass, Griffin Murphy's pass, any other handicapper's pass. You pick and choose, what I always tell everybody. So head over there, use that. The link is in the description. Become a member. You got to buy your own members only jacket. I mean, that's what you're required to do. I'm not providing that. Trust me, we ain't providing nothing. Winners, okay? Winners, that's what we provide. YouTube premium members, there's a link in the description. Start out at $4.99 a month. If you ain't got $5, change the channel. That's all I'm saying. I'm on a roll. And
Lenny's
I'm on a roll. It's time to go solo.
It's game day. Let's go.
It is game day. Why is my mic so? Okay, there we go. We got a lot
today. Come on.
We got to live. I know, right? Griffin Murphy's been fired up. So let's while everybody files in, we'll give them a couple minutes to start going over games in about 2 minutes here. Like, share, subscribe, though. Drop in the comments. See everybody saying hi, what up? Got questions about specific games? Drop it in the comment section. We'll go over it. Break it down. Unless he's got a premium pet play on it, then you're going to use that $60 account and you're going to go buy it like an adult. Okay? And then you can come back in the chat and tell everybody what it is.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. See, I get everybody in trouble. I'm full of piss and vinegar. I woke up full of piss and vinegar. Griffin Murphy's been texting me 6:30 in the morning, my time, telling me Saturdays are for the boys. I'm like, I know. I'm here every Saturday.
Saturdays jack me up. It's Saturday. Me and Lenny.
You do get all jacked up for Saturday. I think this is
the whole board. And right after this, we got 7 units kicking off. It's game day, baby. We live for this. I like Saturdays better than Sundays, man. The energy, everybody's ready to go. Everybody's boozing. Yep. Doesn't matter. Let's get it rolling.
I love Saturdays. Saturday, it's like the weekend is. I know it's football weekend. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I do like Saturdays a little bit more than Sundays. Saturdays is just so much. And now I got a whole slate of NHL on as well. I mean, I'm working 2 laptops, 2 monitors, a TV, my phone. It's like NASA in my little garage area. Okay. It's like NASA.
Let me tell you guys something about Lenny's props, by the way. If you're not on them NHL props, you better get on them now. I figured out his system absolutely.
Hey, I saved one for the show. I was up late last night. I saved one for today, too. I didn't give it out. I do have one for you guys.
Are we in the NHL on that one?
It was an NHL prop coming out for. I got pinned here on my little app. Hold on a minute.
Abe, how we
I'll
doing?
find it. I need some likes, but I know where it's at.
I got CFL for everybody too.
Ooh.
We're gonna need a like count.
Now, have we started the playoffs, or is this the last season?
What's that?
I mean, this is the last week of the season, right? This is the final week. Okay. I'm making sure.
Yeah, I'm pulling up my.
I can't find it, but I'll find it. You guys get likes. You guys get that like button rolling, and I'll find the prop I had for you guys. Let's go over some comments. So let's talk about it. Let me pull this shit down.
Let's do it. How you
If
doing?
you don't know which show you're on, I don't know what to tell you. Read the comments. All right, here we go. Let's start at the top. What up, dudes? What up, Scott? I read these, by the way. I like to read the comments in the voice that I think they're speaking to me in. Okay, like how I think you guys sound. So if I'm off, just tell me. It's okay. I put the little dot guy up there. Okay. Scott's like, "What up, dudes?" That's how he sounds. And Aaron's like, "Hey, let's go, baby." Okay. Beautiful day for football. I agree. Let's go. Good luck out there.
Yeah.
Boys are back again Saturday. And you know what? Griffin Murphy, he's at home. He's at home, and I understand. But his counterpart, Nick Mencken, there's a rumor he's on the streets of Las Vegas out here somewhere. There's a rumor that he's in my city running these streets wild. I mean, there's not really a rumor. He texted me last night. He's busy today, but if he wants to hook up Sunday and watch the football, give him a holler. So
he's out of control right now. I have his locations. I woke up at 3 a.m. He was at the Bellagio, right at the blackjack table. I texted him, "What are you doing?" He was going.
Exactly.
And I think he's still up right now, rolling.
I wouldn't be surprised if he jumps in the chat here, but he texted me last night, and I was like, "Yeah, Nick, I was thinking, I can't tonight." He flew in tonight or last night, and I was like, it was like 10 o'clock my time, and I'm like. And he was, you get to Vegas. And for those of you who have never been to Vegas, once you get to Vegas for your first time or any time after that, and you're there to gamble, you're like instantly awake when that plane lands. It's like you just shotgun some Monster energy drinks or Red Bulls, like, you're ready to go. And he got, and he's probably texting. He said, he goes, "I'll text, my plane just landed." He's probably texting me from the plane, right? And I'm like, I can't tonight. Like, I'm just thinking in my head, I got Saturday mornings with Griffin. If I roll in Saturday, I can't do it.
Wouldn't make
right?
it.
I got a bet. Hey, Detroit Lenny's had one of those weeks where I'm ready to swing. Okay. And it's just been a week. Okay. So I'm like, boy, I could go out and get real degenerate right now with some whiskey and some dice. and then I'm like, no, I gotta wait. I got Saturday. I gotta work. I gotta be responsible.
With the Nick at the blackjack table.
Yeah, but there's always tonight. He's like, "I'm here till Monday," and I'm like, "I don't have Lions football Sunday, so I could be anywhere."
Dangerous night.
Maybe we might be at the circus Sunday mornings. You look for some live stuff from me and Nick Mencken from maybe the security office of the circus. I don't know. How about the Blue Jays? I had the over.
Wow, nice read. Nice call.
The over. And I said it yesterday in my members only video. I said take the over. And it's a bet from, I track that, right? Like the degenerate that I am. Game ones, I bet overs, they hit. Game ones, I have never bet overs, they go under. So I bet the over yesterday. I told everybody to ride with me. I hope you did. Easy cash on the over with the Toronto Blue Jays just swinging at beach balls out there. They could not hit anything.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything going on that baseball game tonight?
Nothing today. I passed actually today's game. Yesterday, I was on the Blue Jays' first 5 innings, so I ended up pushing that play. I love the over, especially considering the fact Blue Jays, coming off a massive come-from-behind winning series. I knew the momentum was going to be there with them. If I gave you guys out a free play for today, it would be to ride the Toronto Blue Jays. You have to be very careful in the World Series. There's a lot of coin flip situations. Obviously, momentum plays factors. Home field advantage plays factors. Right now, the Toronto Blue Jays, they're just hitting the piss out of the baseball. And we know the Dodgers, they live and die by the World Series. This team is always here, and they're always competitive. So this is kind of a coin flip situation. For me, I'm on the plus value team with home field advantage. Obviously, you got a strong pitching matchup. Give me the Blue Jays here at home plus value. I think they take the series 2-0 here tonight.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, if it's going to bet a side, I'd bet the Blue Jays. But I'm on the over again. I'm on the over again because I think the Blue Jays are playing really well. And the Dodgers can put up 7 at any given day. So I'm on the over, but I'm not. This is a 1 unit play. Like I'm betting the World Series kind of thing. I do have a same game parlay that I'm gonna give out for the members only. So if we get enough likes buttons, I'll give you that. But it is.
I looked at that total too, Lenny, and the only thing that scared me is I love the over as well. I always love overplays in the World Series. It's just Yamamoto's been very good on the road all season long. It's the only thing that made me fade the over in today's matchup. But again, you got to remember this Toronto Blue Jays offense, they're hitting everybody. So if you're taking a total, again, the over is the play in my eyes as well, Lenny.
Like if I wanted to get real degenerate about it, I'd probably take first 5 under, full game over. You know what I mean? Because I do for you everything you just said screams to me first 5 under. But again, it's the Dodgers and the Blue Jays are hitting beach balls out there. So considering, but then on the other hand, the old guys will tell you unders, defense wins championships, bullshit. It's 2025.
It's old news. There you go.
Bullshit. This ain't your daddy's MLB. Okay, runs and runs. So bullpen though wise, I mean, it is what it is. We've seen this a million times. The Dodgers will lose the first 2 games, still lose the series. They're terrible on the road.
Something I want to talk about too really quick, Lenny. I love that you brought that up because old guys, you said that, and there's no shots at any old guys whatsoever, but this is something that people really have to understand.
50, hold on. I don't mean to interrupt, but just to be clear, I'm 52. I'm fucking old.
You're my age. You're my age.
I mean, when you look at like guys like, and I'm just using our guy Tony George. He likes to call himself the old guy out, the old buck. I think I'm older than him. So you know what I mean?
Lenny, you're young forever, man. Come on, dude. You're my age. We're still
as young as the bartender. I'll tell you right now.
But the biggest thing, and I always see people getting caught up in this crap, and it goes on. You have to understand markets move in psychology fluctuations, and they typically change every 4 years. So the way that you typically bet your games right now and the systems that you have, whether it's an algorithm, whether you're using eye test, analytics, you have to understand that these market cycles change every 4 to 5 years. So what a system that you used to use 4 years ago adapts and it changes. And that secret that you had, that confluence stacker you had, that no longer becomes valid right now. Like a lot of things that people are getting caught up on are these trap plays where there's money line plays where a team will be laying 2.5 points. And everybody, that's the insinuative, their home field advantage team in that matchup. You take them on the money line to win that game straight up, obviously, because the book's incenting that it's going to be a pick 'em type of situation. That's usually when you take the dog now. Prior years, that's usually when you throw the money line play.
Yeah, exactly.
These markets move and people don't adjust to that and they're stuck in their old ways. You have to adapt and you always have to be in tune with the markets. There's my rant, Lenny. Little psychology 101. Let's get it rolling now.
All right. I like it. Iowa State. The real Joe Beef coming in hot. Iowa State. That's it. Is that what you want to do? Where you live? Where you want to live? The state of Iowa? What do you know?
Are we talking college football right now?
I think we're talking college football. I'm trying to find the likes here too, by the way.
Okay, well, this is a different situation than what I've broken down. So BYU's rolling into Iowa State, obviously, and we know about Jack Trice. That is never an easy stadium to play at whatsoever. Iowa State currently on a 2-game losing streak, dropping 2 straight matchups, and you've got BYU undefeated on the season. Very interesting game here because this is just what I talked about, laying that 2.5. The more interesting thing that I'm looking at here is because BYU, they're perfect on the season, undefeated. We don't want to mess around with that. We also don't want to mess around with the fact that Iowa State at Jack Trice, they don't ever lose games. It happens, but very, very rare. That's like playing at Penn State, Ohio State. That's one of those stadiums like VT, Blacksburg. You don't want to deal with it. Look at the total in this game. Obviously, we have 2 very good contending teams going head-to-head in this sequence. Total sitting at 49.5. I believe this is going to be a competitive matchup. I believe the run game is going to be a dominant force for both of these teams. Give me the under 49.5 in that one, Lenny.
I'm on BYU again.
Yeah, I mean, if I took, I went to Iowa State. I know what those tailgates are like, and I know what that stadium's like. I can't.
Yeah, but the Mormons don't tailgate the way Iowa State tailgates. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about travel. They were in bed early last night. They said their prayers. They ate their vegetables.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? They're ready. They've been up since 5 a.m. and saying, their Hail Marys and all that good stuff and whatever else there. What I mean, I took the points with BYU.
I don't hate it.
Got it. You know what I mean? I got 3 even. I don't hate it. I like BYU in a teaser as part of a teaser with Arizona State. I don't hate that. That BYU made a teaser card, a few teaser cards for me, but nothing ridiculous.
And that's something that Lenny and I had talked about last week on the show. And let's recap that really quick for everybody. So teasers, obviously everybody gives you a lot of bullshit for teasing college football. And they should, because it does get degenerate at time. But you are looking at SEC games. You are looking at Big 10, Big 12. You are looking at these prime marquee matchups, and you're getting lines like -6.5. Anything along that type of situation, that is when you start teasing these games. The marquee matchups, definitely value in the teaser. I don't care what anybody says, whether it's on other sites, our sites, ESPN, SportsCenter, anybody. They can call you degenerate for it. Going back to market conditions changing, you have to find value in a way to win. If that's your way to win, guess what? You end the day winning. What is anybody going to say? Well, it's not. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. There is value in teasers when they are marquee matchups and the line is there.
It's just like like the guy that says don't ever parlay. I know there's a couple guys I get it, but there is for sure situations. Okay, in some situations, you should punch a guy in the mouth, okay? But 9 times out of 10, you should never punch anybody in the mouth. Like, and I'm joking about the Brian Branch. I'm still on that Brian Branch Kansas City pop, but you know what? I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna scroll also at the bottom, free $60 account. Don't forget, and your promo code Jimmy B10, right?
Yep, Jimmy B10.
Use that code Jimmy B10 right there. Save 10% off. I think that's good through Monday.
Monday, yep.
Through Monday. Yep, through Monday.
Hey, I've got my 7-unit college football best bet that goes off at noon, so in 40 minutes. And then tomorrow I have a 6-unit NFL bet that goes off at 1 p.m. I also have a player prop today in college football, 7-unit. I absolutely love this play. If we come across it, I can't give the play out. More than happy to talk about the game with you guys. And it's a bigger game, marquee matchup, goes off at 4 o'clock. Passing prop in college football. So if we get to that one, which I'm sure you guys will, we'll talk about it for sure.
You do a lot of props in college football? Because I don't.
I do, and I'm very iffy. I don't like running back props due to injuries. I will mess around with quarterback passing props. I do like those. Stay away from the injury-prone type of situations.
Load management stuff, Gio says, on opening night is a travesty, and I'm a huge fan of the sport. I'm sure NFL was doing it to some extent too, without calling it by name. Was a ton of week 1 injuries in football. Yeah, that's just the NBA, man. That's just the NBA is like that. Abe says he was on that plus half, Jay's first half, and he's riding that 7-unit college football today.
Boom. Abe, I love it. I'll tell you that right now. Last week was a tough weekend for us. And I wanted to get on here and tell everybody, God, I love my plays this weekend. Not selling shit. I tell you guys right now.
Sometimes you just feel that shit.
When you know. It's right there. So I've already hammered them as far as my wagers. You guys want to jump on board? Obviously, we got you guys hooked up. If not, as always, no hard feelings. It's all good. We got a lot of free plays we're going to give you guys out on this show today.
I'll tell you what. How about this one here? Texas A&M.
Kelly. What's going on over there, Scott?
Hey, Scott, tell us. Don't hold back. I mean, really, for real. Tell us how you really feel about Chip Kelly. I mean, does he owe you money, like a $20 or something? Listen. It's kind of hard. I think LSU's a live dog.
I'm pulling that one up right now.
I think LSU's a live dog,
okay. Yeah.
but it's hard to bet against Texas A&M. I kind of looked at putting Texas A&M into like I do. There's certain bets I just do every weekend, like a 3-team college football parlay, money line parlay. I guarantee you, I have a 3-team money line parlay. And this is going to be like Texas A&M, that -120 to -140 range, maybe even -150. I will get away from this -2.5 all day. This will just fit into that bucket for me. Okay, that's a 2-3 team parlay money line bet for me. And I'll put it over there. And then at the end of it, I go through those and then decide who's going to be kind of on that. But I didn't really go after that game very much. You got any thoughts on that?
Absolutely. So LSU was actually, I went into last weekend 9-0 in my last 9 college football plays. I had LSU to kick off the weekend against Vanderbilt. And I'll tell you guys this right now. LSU, they looked terrible last week. And that's due to Vanderbilt's quarterback. Pavia, this kid is going to the NFL. He reminds me of like a Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield type of guy. He's not totally huge. Very, very scrappy quarterback, fast in the pocket, dual threat. He's got a rocket launcher arm, and he's right on point with his passing completion.
Exactly.
So the reason I'm talking about Pavia so much is because of his dual threat quarterback stuff, whatever. Going to the defensive side of LSU, it was strictly a bad matchup for them. They did not know how to contain Pavia, and that is why their defense looked as bad as it did last week. Now, for LSU, obviously, they have Nussmeier as their quarterback. He is not a dual threat quarterback. He is a one-stop drop quarterback, and he can't move. The guy is not mobile whatsoever. So this is but we have a very similar line, same type of sequence. 2.5 split. Obviously, LSU was laying the 2, and I believe LSU was laying the 2.5 last week. Maybe it was Andy. Very similar, whatever. But the biggest thing here is this is a mismatch for the defensive side. LSU actually edges in this sequence. Texas A&M does not have that much dominance at the linebacker position, and that's going to allow Nussmeier to be a little bit more mobile than he was last week. This defense, they were off footage last week. They could not stop Pavia in the backfield. He was just running routes back and forth in the backfield, and that's how they looked so dominant. Vandy, this is a different matchup. Texas A&M's quarterback, he's not as mobile as Pavia is, and I believe LSU's defensive line, they roll into this matchup and they pound Texas A&M. So I like LSU here, and I like them as a live bet, as a live dog, like Lenny said. I think that's the best way to approach this game.
That's fair. I don't hate that.
Give me LSU. Give me the Tigers.
Rawr. I don't know. Wisconsin 31 plus. I can't do it. I can't do it.
What time's that game on, Lenny?
That game, I'm pulling up Big Ten matchup, right? I think that's
I'm trying to.
That's a 7 o'clock Eastern game. They're in Oregon.
Oh, I got it here.
Oregon. Listen, here's the problem. If you're asking, yes, take with the points. I think Oregon calls that game. They just go out there. They're on their home field at night. Mm-hmm. It's a Friday night. I got way more important places to be, way more college party to be. There's some hot cheerleader that wants to do bad things, violate my body. So I want to hurry up and get through this football game. I don't think Wisconsin's a good team. I don't think anybody's going to dispute that. But I think Oregon's a top 5 team. I know they're ranked like 6th, right outside there, but Wisconsin's just not even in the top 50. And I think Oregon can call their number, but that number could be 45 because they have a tendency to run that score up. But that number could also be 24. I think a better approach would be to look at Wisconsin team total or an Oregon team total. But I did not. I did not yet. Let's put it that way. I'm going to pull that up right now, though, because it just might.
For me in this one, Lenny, so this is an interesting one. I completely agree with you. Oregon calls their number. They decide how they want to dictate the final of this game. Something, though, that a lot of people are going to get hung up on is you always hear Wisconsin. Well, that's a huge name. That's a huge school. They're always known for being a powerhouse. And despite Wisconsin's record, because they have not been good this year as far as their actual record, they are a very physical team. No matter who they play defensively and offensively, they will give you physicality. They did it against Alabama. That was where I really picked up on how physical this team is. The problem is they can't close. They fail to capitalize when they have the ball on the other side of the field. On the defensive side, they're terrible in the red zone. So this team is right there, but they still have a huge hump to climb to get over the hump. And so when I look at a line like this, I like Wisconsin here, not due to talent, not due to any of that, due to the number. They're laying 30, they're getting 31.5 points. It's a situation like this where 6 o'clock game, 7 o'clock, it's the primetime game. Everybody's going to be watching it. Speculated game. Oregon, just like you said, Lenny, they call their number. They decide how they want to dictate this game. I believe once Oregon goes up 21 points in this matchup, they kind of take their foot off the gas a little bit and just solidify themselves with a win. They're already top 6 in the nation. They're already pretty much perfect on the season, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they have 1 loss. Yeah, 6-1 on the year. Oregon's got everything going for them right now. There's no reason for them to absolutely blow the hell out of Wisconsin. They just need the dub tonight. So I would take Wisconsin here plus the points.
So I just laid a bet, 1 unit, Oregon team total over I got it at DraftKings 37.5 minus 120. I think they could score. I think they score 40 no matter what. If Wisconsin's going to be in this game at all, they're going to have to score points.
What's Wisconsin's team total? Because the total is 45.5 in this game. And they've got Oregon at 37.5. So they're expecting Wisconsin not even put up 2 touchdowns.
7.5 is their team total. 7.5 on DraftKings right now.
You need a field goal and a pick.
By the way, under 7.5 is minus 200. Over 7.5 is plus 150 for them to get a touchdown and a field goal. That's what I'm saying. I think Oregon puts it on them. I think Oregon wins this game like it could go like 41-7.
Sprinkle a little bit on that Wisconsin team total over just for the plus value. Anything could happen, a pick six, a turnover on the other side of the field. All they need is a field goal. And
on accident, they could cover it.
That's what, yeah. So that's kind of one of those, right, dude? I sprinkle a little on the team total over with Wisconsin.
A muffed kick return or some kind of kickoff. Yeah, God, the wind blows. God touches the ball in the sky. God, anything could happen.
They expect Oregon to be perfect here tonight. 37.5, totals 45.5.
You can't wear that kind of green and not be perfect.
I hear you.
You can't dress like that and have your mascot as like Donald Duck and dress like that. You can't dress like that, have your mascot as a duck and not be perfect. So I guess that's what they say.
That's fair.
UC beats Baylor today and take the over. Yeah, Baylor. Hold on, I'm pulling.
Well, this is where my I knew this game would come up. I got the player prop in this one.
Is this where you got your player prop?
This is the one I got my player prop in.
All right, well, go check that out. We won't talk about that game. Keep those like buttons going, though.
This is part of market psychology. We're not going to talk about it too much. Just look at the line in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the line. Minus 3.5 Cincinnati. There's a hook involved in that situation. On top of that, we got a total sitting at 67.5. A lot of variables rolling around in the brain over there, guys. Think deep. You might be able to figure out my 7 unit.
Mississippi State, don't figure it out. Buy it. Free $60 account link in the
description. Right.
Mississippi State plus 7.5. Iowa State minus 2.5. Over 45.5. Me, Stanford. Bryce, my best beef. That's your best beef? I like Joe. That's pretty good. That's pretty good marketing right there. That's not his best bet. That's his best beef. I like it. I like it. I'm just saying.
He's on Mississippi State against Texas. I like it. I
don't hate the first one.
Yeah, I looked at this game. Mississippi State 4-3 at home in this one. Texas 5-2. Too much speculation and hype with Texas this season, and they really haven't prevailed. They really haven't beaten anybody really that dominant this season, I will say. So you look at a game like this, Texas coming off a win in their most recent matchup against Kentucky. That was in Lexington, and they won that game in a low score. It was a 16-13 final. So a game like this, you got Mississippi State catching a touchdown and a half at home. This is where you got to be careful, because what the majority of sharp bettors are going to do in this sequence, they're going to tease this game down. So they're going to tease Texas down from 7.5 to 1.5, typically to win this game outright. At the same time, I think the smarter play in this one would be to tease Mississippi State up from 7.5 to that would be 13.5. Again, it's a bad number. It's a bad tease. Your best bet's going to be taking if you want action in this game, play Mississippi State plus the points. Don't tease them. Don't even involve another leg. It's kind of, if this was 6.5, we're teasing. This was 6.5, we're teasing, but we're not.
Because it's 7.5. It's a screwy number. Because 13.5 don't do anything for me except want 14. Right. So then you got to pay for the 6.5 point teaser or a 7 point teaser, and then you're paying more juice. Those are probably minus 150 nowadays. I haven't done one.
Not worth it. Yeah.
I usually only do 6 point teasers, just so you know. I know there's some guys out there that'll only do 7. And it is what it is. I have been the guy filling out the card with the number 2 pencil, taking a 10-team teaser. I've been that guy on $2 flyer. Absolutely. But I don't hate this over in the Miami-Stanford game. I don't have nothing in any of the other games, but the Miami-Stanford game, I'm on that over as well. I think Miami I think this is one of those games where I think Miami calls their number 2. They're like, I think like a 30-point favorite or thereabouts over Stanford. Again, it's 7:00 in Miami.
Yeah.
All we got to do is party. These kids are trying to get to the club. Well, hurry up, put an ass whooping on them. Take them first half. That's it. Miami team total, something like that. Could Miami score 40? I think total is 46.5, 45. Yeah, 46, whatever. Yeah, they probably might score that shit on their own. Team total first half, otherwise walk away.
And something, yeah. Let's talk about this, Lenny. What's the current spread on this game?
I'm looking it up right now.
Because you got a Stanford team rolling into Miami. They're 3-4 on the year. You've got Miami sitting at 5-1. So something. I love this situation for Miami. Last week they lost their first game of the season against Louisville. That was on a Friday night. So that was one of the most public speculated games of the entire week. So everybody saw how bad Carson Beck was. I believe he threw for 4 picks in that game. Louisville had their number the entire game. They were winning outright the entire matchup. So you can't get hung up in last week's loss. It was a Friday game. That is why I don't bet Thursday night football. I don't bet Friday night football. And I don't bet Monday night football. I bet Saturday college game day. And I bet Sunday NFL. That is because there's too much speculation, too many traps, and too many variants. You get caught up in that shit. Everybody was on Miami last week against Louisville and they got roasted. It was a 13.5-point spread. Louisville ended up winning that game outright. Sequence like this, Carson Beck coming off a 4-pick game against a shitty secondary with Stanford. I believe he absolutely opens this game up out the floodgates, and Miami pours it on him. Lenny, what was the current spread? Do you have the first half line?
Yeah, I can get that. So just so you know, team totals, again, same situation as the other game. 37.5 for Miami, 7.5 for Stanford.
Stanford team total under 7.5.
And then their first half line is Miami minus 16.5 and 24.5 for team total.
What's the full game spread?
That is 29.5 and 45.5.
Lay the 29.5. Lay the 29.
I like Miami's. I like Miami score 40. However you want to figure that into it. I think Miami scores 40.
And I don't think Stanford scores.
I don't know. Miami's defense is legit. And again, it just depends on if they want to let them score or if they give a shit. Really. And that's hard to really determine is what their motivation is with 8 minutes left in the game and they're up 45-0.
Yeah.
They're like, I could die for you, Dad. I'm just gonna all right, dude. He just ran right past me. Coach, I gotta go. I got a brunette, a blonde, and 2 drinks waiting for me at the hotel room, coach. We're up 45-0. I ain't tackling shit. That's how those Miami boys play. Hey, yo, how you doing? Nick will be here. Yeah, he'll be here. Vandy -3. I think I'm behind in the chat too. Oh, Aaron wants to be talked about in an Italian voice. Hey, what you doing over there?
How you doing, Aaron? How you doing?
You want to know the funniest thing ever? This is my wife is born and raised in Las Vegas. You've met my wife.
Of course.
I guess if there's a Vegas accent, I don't even know if that's a thing, but whatever. When she tries to, she randomly talks like she's from Boston. And I try to tell, I'm like, you've never been to Boston, right? It's like I parked my car in the Harvard Yard, and I'm like, shut that.
Boston, man.
Yeah,
I got that more than anything in Vegas. Everybody thought I was from Boston, man. I guess I
never realized I had a Detroit or a Midwest accent until I moved out here. And I'm like, well, that's just you guys are wrong. People in Detroit talk correctly. Alabama comes up short today. I disagree. I'm on Alabama. I'm on Bama, so
I got a premium on that one.
That's all I got to say about that. That's fair.
Yeah,
we'll keep
I got to play on that one.
I was with you on the over 7.5. Lenny Raphael had a 6-unit too. All right, there you go on that game, on that World Series game. Boom. Mississippi State wins today against Texas. We don't hate that. Talked about that. South Florida, Memphis over. Listen, let's talk about this for a minute.
Sure.
Because I have not talked about Michigan State that much all year. Okay, and I'm a Michigan State guy, okay? I'm not a Michigan Wolverine. I did not attend that school. I don't like to shop at Walmart. None of that Walmart Wolverine shit. You won't get that here, okay? I did also not attend Michigan State. I do not have a college degree. It does not mean I'm not a fan. So all this Barstool and like ESPN. I see all this media where they're interviewing guys at tailgates. Like, did you actually attend this school? That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. I never played for the Lions either, but I'm still a Lion. I'm still a fan. Like, I don't get that. This game right here, I got one play and one play only in this game.
On the South Florida
Michigan State money line. The end.
Oh, I thought we were going South Florida, Memphis.
We'll talk about that next.
Let me find this Michigan State.
Yeah, we'll talk South Florida, Memphis. Go ahead. I don't have anything in this game.
Oh, yeah. All right, we can go into this. So
you go that, I'll go Michigan
the
State.
thing is, so we've got both of these teams coming into this matchup 6-1. In South Florida, they have very impressive victories on the season coming in with this record. I mean, they've beaten power-ranked schools. For Memphis, on the other hand, there's not a lot to go off of. They're coming off of their first loss of the season last week against UAB. Obviously, they were on the road, so it's kind of a back-and-forth situation. And then after this, they're going back on the road, so they're really not settled into a comfort zone. Let's go over Memphis' schedule this season. So they opened up Chattanooga. Then they played Georgia State. Then they played Troy. Arkansas. They beat Arkansas 32-31. That was their toughest game of the season. Florida Atlantic, Tulsa, and then losing to UAB. South Florida now comes into this game laying that hook. It's 3.5. Currently, 18th in the nation. We got to go over this schedule now. So, South Florida. Boise State pounded them to open up the season. Great football team. Florida beat them to open up the season. Game 2, phenomenal. Got ruled by Miami. South Carolina State pounded them. Pounded Charlotte. Pounded North Texas. Pounded Florida Atlantic. There is no reason why South Florida is only laying 3.5 points in this matchup. They're trying to get you caught up on the records. They're trying to get you caught up on the home field advantage. Don't buy into it. Lay the points here with South Florida. I believe they are going to come in and absolutely roll over in Memphis here. I love South Florida.
I don't have I just don't have anything in that game.
Sure.
And sometimes I just don't get to a game. I mean, I can sit here and tell you that I cap every college football game. I'd be lying to you guys. Me too. You know, I skip through some games, see some things I like, and if I get like at first glance here and there, and then it is what it is. Michigan State money line plus 420. The signs are there. Plus 420. Signs are there, folks. The signs are there. It's going to be a sweat. It's in Michigan State. It's in East Lansing. It's a night game on a Friday night. The state police have been notified. I'm telling you, it's going to be if the Spartans beat the Walmart Wolverine fan base. I hate to tell you this, and I'm not proud of this by any means, but they'll riot in East Lansing. Couches will be burned. Kids will be on top of flagpoles, light poles. Children will be conceived everywhere in East Lansing if the Spartans come in as a two touchdown point dog at home on Friday night. Here's the coach. Here's the pep talk before you run out on that field if you're a Spartan. I want each and every one of you to reach down with your right hand. And I want you to reach down deep. And you feel those 2 sacks? You feel them? Then I want you to take your other hand and punch yourself in the mouth. And then I want you to go out there and kick somebody's ass. That's the pep talk for your Spartans. There it is. Spartans money line plus 420.
Send the clip over to the locker room. They're not on until 6:30. Let them know. Detroit Lenny's got some words for you, boys.
Oh, I got words. Let me in the locker room now, because if you guys got your Beats headphones on, or you're walking around with your little AirPods nowadays, and you got to get in your zone, I would come over there and smack the shit out of you as a player. I would smack that headphones right off you. You can't hear what I got to say if you got headphones on. I'm telling you right now.
I got no opinion on this game. I got no opinion.
You better not.
I'm done. I'm out with that one.
There you go.
I don't like the over. I don't like the under, and I don't like the point spread. I don't know where to go with it.
No, it's nuts. Rivalry game. I mean, it's obviously a big game. Michigan State's 0-4 in the Big Ten. I mean, we got no business competing in this game, which is it for every reason why I want to upset Michigan on national TV on a Friday.
I could see it.
And YouTube, plug your ears. Fuck the Wolverines, okay? That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel about that. South Florida, man, we talked about that. Oh, here we go. We got Nick Mencken in the chat. Free play Saturday. Arkansas quarterback Taylon Green over 236 passing yards. Headed to the book to get my slips in. Look at this guy. He's got paper tickets. I'm jealous.
We should literally send him the link. We should get him in here.
Oh, he's
probably at Circa right now.
He's in no shape. Yeah. I said, where are you going to be?
Where he's at.
I said, where are you going to be Sunday? He's like, maybe Circa. I don't know. Virginia Tech last night. How about that game? That Virginia Tech game was crazy. I don't know if anybody watched that. Cal.
Lenny, he's gambling. I got his
you got him at the table?
He's gambling.
Come on now. Look, he just put in the chat. Come on now. Yeah, Rutgers money line. Against Purdue. I mean, Purdue's bad, but you got to find something else. I don't feel like there's an edge in betting Rutgers. Rutgers is a live dog, but I don't think that there's a whole lot of. I don't have a lot of faith in Rutgers.
I mean, that's a bad game. It's just a bad.
It's not pretty.
No, and Rutgers are honestly, they're the better team in my eyes. I know they're coming off a massive loss last week where they got absolutely blown out, but that kind of goes hand in hand as a benefit for them. Purdue, they played Northwestern last week, and they lost that game shut out 19-0. Rutgers, they played Oregon in their most recent matchup. So now they get to step down in class. Not crazy travel for them. They're going to Purdue. Not a far travel whatsoever. Last time these two teams squared off, Rutgers beat them 37-30. Obviously, different positions at the running back core, different offensive line. But at the same time, I like the Rutgers here on the money line. Come on the road, beat Purdue here. I don't have huge in-depth analysis. This is one of the games that I kind of hovered over just because it's not really a pretty game, something that I really found value in. But if I have to say who's the better team overall, that is the Rutgers. Purdue, they do play competitive, but at the same time, they're a hit or miss type of team. Give me the Rutgers.
If this was in Rutgers,
money line,
it would be a very, very, very big play for me if this was in Rutgers. Because it's in Purdue, I just don't want nothing to do with it. But I think Purdue wins straight up. Really? I do like. I mean, I'm not Purdue. Rutgers. I think Rutgers wins straight up. I do think that, but not enough for me to make a position on it. If it was in Rutgers, I would like Rutgers. I would be heavily involved in it. And I know the line is short and all that, but Rutgers money line. I agree with you, Scott. So yeah,
I'm very lost on that total. Total at 58.5. Neither of these two.
Who's going to score?
That's what I'm saying. Rutgers scored 10 points last week. Purdue got shut out. So maybe it's one of those explosive type of games where the market already can kind of feel that sell high or buy or sell high, buy low type of situation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those situations, I guess. Maybe the over's a valuable play here. That's kind of a liability again for me. I'm taking the better team here, and that would be going with the Rutgers. Money line, don't lay the 1.5 point and get beat by one.
And that total has done nothing but go up. I think it opened at like 58.5, 59, and now it's up. Some places have it at 60.5.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
I'm like, okay. I saw that total, and it was like, that screamed not right for me. This is another lot of rivalry matchups here. In-state, Kansas State. Kansas -3. Nope.
I know.
Not gonna take me.
I like K-State here. I like them catching points in this matchup. K-State rolls into this game 3-4 on the year, but this Kansas State team really realistically is not 3-4 in my eyes. That's not what the record defines them. So they opened up the season. Obviously, they were out of the country. Where was that game? Dublin against Iowa State. Yeah. They had them beat on the ropes the entire game going into the fourth quarters where they blew that game. Then they followed that up. They played Army. They lost that game 21-24. They had them against the ropes the entire game, and they should have blew them out. Then they played Arizona after that. Same sequence. Should have beat Arizona as well. So we found a lot about this Kansas State team once they played Baylor, where they lost that game by 1 point, and then they absolutely mauled TCU. And that game was a huge sentiment for what we could expect out of this Kansas State team, because we know one thing, TCU, they have a pretty strong defense. And Avery Johnson, he is a split dual threat quarterback, very fast on his feet. And when this kid is locked in, he's locked in. This is a rivalry matchup in state. Avery Johnson typically plays these games very very well. I believe he is going to be very aggressive on his legs. Kansas State, obviously, they've got Daniels and they've got a great offense. But at the same time, there's been a lot of public speculation hype around this Kansas team, and they're starting to kind of descend. They're not prevailing those wins that are must-needed situations. They got roasted in their most recent matchup against Texas Tech. They come into this game kind of off of a bye. I think they're going to be a little rusty here. Give me K-State plus the 3.5. I'd also look at this game first half line. Kansas State also probably catching 1.5 first half line. I'd look at that as well. I'm all over K-State in this game. I think they're the better team, and they're going to show it.
You get the hook too. Now it's at 3.5. I like it better at that. The hook there. Real Joe Beef says great. Griff has been great read on Big 12 games. Much respect. There you go. Watch Iowa State win 20-21. 21-20. Yeah. Iowa is winning. Is a winning state today. Iowa State wins today. I don't know about all that. Thanks, Nick. There you go. Did you ever cover Minnesota and Iowa? Iowa minus 8.5. Still shocking me at the rivalry game. Was not expecting that. I don't think we talked about this game.
We haven't at all.
NHL prop.
Yeah, I got you guys. So this is a really weird game, and it's typical when these two teams play each other, and that comes to the total. Total sitting at 39.5, which is extremely low. And then you have an Iowa team laying 8.5 points, so they're laying over a touchdown in this game. For me, there's only one bet, and it's a teaser. You're going to want to take Minnesota here, tease them up, tease them to 15.5 from that 8.5, and that's the only way I would play this. We already know it's going to be a battle on the ground. We already know that for sure. We know both of these teams are going to play defense like out of their minds. So looking at a game like this, I don't want to tease any totals in this sequence. I believe the best bet is I don't think that Iowa's going to win this game by 2 touchdowns and a field goal. So I take Minnesota here in a 2-leg teaser. That's how I play this one.
Okay.
Marquee type matchup, rivalry. It's got all the confluences, all the sticks are there. Low total, competitive game. I like it.
I don't hate that. I was looking for that right there. When Simmons got hurt, May couldn't miss. It looked good early. It was the right side if Simmons didn't get hurt.
Talking about Tennessee. I know. I saw it. I was as sick as you were.
I'm from Cincy, and he left UC high and dry and did the same to Notre Dame. I have no use for Chip Kelly. Yeah, he doesn't get a lot of not a lot of fan mail, I don't think, from Chip Kelly. Ducks will let you down on the spread. I agree. I don't disagree. Rice plus 10.5 and FAU plus 14. Right? We really betting Rice.
I didn't look at that one, brother. I did not.
Why are we betting Rice on a Saturday? I mean, UConn is bad, but
well, I see why he's involved in it. It's an
right. I'm not hating it.
You've got UConn coming in 5-2. They just erupted in their last game. They played Boston College last week. Yeah, they did, and they blew them out. And that was a weird point spread. Boston College was laying 1.5 points in that game with like a 1-5 record. So now you've got a Rice team sitting at 3-4, catching 10.5 at home. What is this total currently sitting at? It just went blank on me. Total sitting at 49.5. So they're telling us points are going to be scored here. And then you've got a big gap in differential when it comes to the point spread. Rice at home in this sequence. I like their quarterback. I think they're pretty good on the run game. 18th currently in the nation when it comes to the rush, 215 yards per game on average. I think they can establish the run against this UConn defense, and that will open up the pass game. Give me Rice here plus the 10.5 points. I see what you're on here, Joe Beef. I see what you're on this one, Joe Beef. So I'm with you, brother. I would take Rice here plus the points. I think this is a letdown spot for UConn.
I got no opinion on that FAU game.
FAU. Let me pull it up.
Appreciate all you do. Appreciate you guys. We're moving. Yeah, no, I made it to the bottom of the chat. So whatever you got to want to talk about, we can talk about FAU. I don't have nothing on that FAU game. Any thoughts though on that the late game? Utah, Colorado. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I don't like it, but
I looked at it and I definitely did a breakdown on it and I ran it through my algorithm. And the thing is I'm not going to sit here and tell you the numbers are right. I ran my algorithm on it and my algorithm was right within this 1.5 to 2 point spread on both the total and the side. So that's something for me. As soon as my algorithm nails something like that and it's like within a 2-point differential, it's automatically a wash game for me because I'm not going to be able to find anything deeper to really find my edge and solidify it. Utah, I'm sorry, they're the better team here. My books got them. My algorithm has them minus 16. So it's a 1.5-point differential. So if you want to play a side here, I like Utah. Total sitting at 48.5. I would go under here. Utah, we know about that defense, and we know their offense could erupt on anybody. I believe it's going to be a one-sided game, and I don't think Colorado is going to be able to be effective offensively. This defense for Utah is currently 9th in the nation when it comes to passing yards against, and we know Colorado, that's how they move the chains. They thrive on that pass game, and that establishes that entire offense for them entirely. So for me, I believe it's an under game. I don't love it. And at the same time, I back Utah here, laying the 14.5. I don't love that play either, though. There's a reason that this play did not make my card.
I did not. Scott says he likes Colorado plus.
Scott,
14.
you're on the other sides today, Scott.
Scott, I don't hate that. The fact that I don't hate the 14 and a hook.
The hook's there
for the number wise, but like. I feel like if I'm going to take 14 points, I don't want it to be a sweat, you know.
Yeah, the whole game.
You're going to sweat that 14 and a half, I feel like.
Sure.
But I get it. I get the number. I do. I mean, I think Utah's a 2-touchdown favorite, better than Colorado. So we're playing with a 0.5 point here. So, you know, I don't want to
field goal hits or it doesn't hit.
I mean, we're talking about one gust of wind. I don't want to do that.
I hear you.
I got more hockey today than I do NHL. College football. Sure. I know you guys want to come out here and talk about college football, but can I tell you one NHL bet for you guys? I think you should take, where's it at? I have 3 draws today. I have 3 draw bets today.
Don't fade those draws. Lenny smacks them, so don't fade them.
I'm just saying. I'm kind of on the draw and on the kind of. I am. I'm on a draw on the Avs and the Bruins and the Vegas Golden Knights and the Florida Panthers. Okay. I'm on both those draws. All 4 of those teams are potentially playoff teams. I think all 4 of those teams, especially the Knights and the Panthers, right? You could make a case that the Bruins won't make it out of the 4 of them. But the Avalanche are making it to the playoffs. The Panthers are making it to the playoffs. I think the Panthers could possibly just, I don't know, throw this out there, be a cup third three-peat. I think they're potential to win that cup there. And I think these are the 4 teams playing today. I think 3 of them are the best teams in the NHL. And that's the Colorado Avalanche, the Vegas Golden Knights, and the Florida Panthers.
Yep.
Vegas and the Florida Panthers, I look for a draw in that game. I want to see as much hockey as possible. I think the NHL wants you to see as much hockey as possible. What better than overtime hockey? Okay. I do like the Avalanche Bruins. That's the one I worry the most about.
Really? I like that one the most. I like that.
I worry about that the most. Honestly, I think Colorado could run through them. Because Boston got off to a slow start, but it's at home. Everybody plays up when they play against Colorado. That's how the NHL works. When you get a really good team coming in, you get up. A lot of teams get up for that, you know. So I'm kind of all over that. That way, I'd staying away from the Red Wings in the St. Louis game, but that's potentially an overtime game. But that's the homer in me. The best game on the board, though, just so you guys know, is Carolina Hurricanes and the Dallas Stars. It goes off at 8:00 Eastern. It'll be on ESPN Plus. You won't be able to get it unless you got ESPN. A lot of people won't watch it. They'll be so involved in some bullshit college football game. But that game, that Carolina-Dallas game, that's playoff hockey at its best waiting to happen. Mm-hmm. So
I will throw this out there real quick, Lenny. I love where you're at with this draw play on the Avalanche and Bruins. I think the value play in this is taking the Bruins plus 1.5 and then also drilling that draw with some pizza money. Looking at this game, Boston, they've lost 6 consecutive matchups, and then you've got an Avalanche team that's unbeaten on the road right now. And then this is where it comes into play, is the line, the number. You have an Avalanche team minus 200 here going up against a Bruins team that lost 6 games in a row. And then you have a low total sitting at 5.5, telling us that there's going to be limited goals scored in this matchup. Boston, nobody's got the balls to take them here plus 1.5. I believe just due to this number, the majority of people are going to be taking the Avalanche to win this game in regulation, or they're going to be taking them on the puck line to win this game on a plus value chopper. I'm not having it. I think the play here is the draw, as well as the more value play would be obviously the Bruins at plus 1.5, because obviously you're not going to get as much change on that extra plus. But at the same time, I think the play here is the Bruins and that draw. I like it, Lenny. I'm with you. People are going to
for exactly that. I think Boston gets up a little bit for this game. Colorado's rolling. You know, I mean, they're rolling. They're not going to go undefeated on the road. Okay. You know, it's early in the season. I mean, we're talking about Avalanche have played 8 games. Colorado's played 9. Okay. So, like, you know, not a lot to go off of yet, but we're starting to get it a little bit of a rhythm. The Wild in the Mammoth game.
Big play on that one.
There's a nice little game there. That's some hockey on today, boys. That's a good game.
Yeah.
You know, there's some good hockey on today, but I could see how hockey, you either see the board right on a day or you just look at it and it's like you don't see it.
Agreed.
And you should not look for it. Like, Scott, if you don't see it today, don't go looking for it. That's how I am. I'm like, I see this. I know. And honestly, those 3 games, the Knights, Panthers, the Carolina Hurricanes and Dallas Stars and the Avalanche and the Bruins, those 3 games are where I'm heavily invested in. And all 3 of them in different, I probably got 3 or 4 bets on each one of those games. So when I find a game, I attack it in multiple ways. Like, to your point, the draw and the under.
Yeah, I got it.
Because 2-2 in overtime. You know what I mean? Somebody wins 3-2. You're gonna smack it, flip it, and rub it down.
Yeah, you got the draw and your side both go in. I love it.
So
hey, how are we doing on likes right now, real quick, Lenny? If you guys want to see a foul, I don't know if anybody wants to.
We hit the like goal. What do you got?
All right, so we're taking BC here, and we're laying the 7 points over the Rough Riders tonight in the later game.
Ooh.
BC, and that would have been a strong position. But again, I had a 7-unit last night on Calgary, laid the 5 points. So we smacked once again. We are done for the weekend. So there's my free selection for you guys, which would have been a premium. BC, lay the wood.
I like that. I laid off of
there you go, Abe. Yep, BC, lay the wood.
Whatever. Do we have enough see it? Yes, we do. Abe, there you go. BC minus the points, right?
-7.
Whoever plays Columbus Blue Jackets wins all the time.
You're not lying.
The Columbus
teams,
pesky. I'll tell you what, pesky teams this year in the NHL will be the Columbus Blue Jackets, the St. Louis Blues, and the Ottawa Senators. Not high market teams. They're not the LA Kings or the Avalanche. They won't get the Florida Panthers. Not like that. Those are sneaky,
maybe the Kraken.
Crappy. The Kraken.
They're weird.
More on the Mammoth than the Kraken, because people think that the Mammoth are an expansion team. The general public thinks they just put together this team in Utah. They were the Arizona Coyotes. Okay, so you know they just got evicted out of Arizona. Okay, they didn't pay the rent. Stadium said you got to go, so they moved their ass down to Utah and changed the name. So, like, you know, there are stats on that. Vegas, they put that team together. That's a true expansion team, because they just had a draft for team to grab 2 players from each team.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And start that Vegas Golden Knights team. So it's not an expansion team in that sense. So, and the Wild, you know what the Wild are? Can I give you? I said this to a Minnesota Wild fan the other day, and it blew. I thought they were going to have a coronary. The Minnesota Wild are the Milwaukee Bucks the Milwaukee Brewers of the NHL. They will be a very, very good regular season team. They will make it to the playoffs. They probably will win the first round, maybe, but they will get bounced shortly there or after.
It's that defense, bro. That defense is no joke ever with Minnesota.
Exactly. And they got scores. They got guys that can score. Right. They're a fast team. They got decent goaltending, and they play really good defense. That's something you don't see a lot in the NHL. A lot of times you hear about the Edmonton Oilers. Well, how many cups have they won having Connor McDavid and all this fast stuff? How many cups have they won in your lifetime, people? None. Okay. So, you know, I would say it doesn't work, but it's not working in Edmonton. So what is working? Look at Florida hockey. Florida hockey, back-to-back World Stanley Cup champions.
Lenny,
Go for a three-peat.
Are you big on the Caps this year?
No.
Mediocre.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect out of them yet.
They still play. They will be. Oh God, I don't mean no disrespect to Alex Ovechkin. He's the greatest hockey player. He's one of the goats. One of the goats, right?
Yeah.
But his time has passed, and I think they'll be better off moving on from him. I think. But they will never let him go. He has earned the right for the Washington Capitals to say when it's time for him to leave. And whether that is this year, next year, 2 years from now, the old man will play until he says it's time he wants to go home. That's how it was with Steve Yzerman for the Wings.
Yep.
He played 19 seasons, wore number 19, said he ain't going out for 20. And they were like, okay. Like, if you don't want to, it's okay. You know, Blue Jackets Arena is nice.
Who Shadow, how long have you been on my did you just catch last weekend? I'm up $4,000 in football this year. I am on one of the biggest terrors I could possibly be on. I'm hitting about 65% in 300 plays across all sports. Not to stack anything up here. If you were on last weekend, I totally understand where you're coming from right now, Shadow, completely. But with that being said, we're human. Bad happen. That is part of the industry. Best believe, I hope you're on my picks this weekend. We are going to absolutely dominate. We've got UFC going out tonight. We've got a 7-unit college going out. Yeah. Oh, I got UFC. Absolutely.
I was just going to say, you got UFC, right?
You better text me that shit baby. Later. We're ready to go. And I got NFL tomorrow, 6-unit. So if you want to get that profit back, Shadow, we've got a free 60 link for you, as well as Jimmy B10 promo code, 10% off my package. If you want to jump on board, absolutely jump on. But if not, again, no hard feelings. I understand last weekend, it was the worst weekend I've had all season long. I was 9-0 in college football entering Saturday last weekend. 9-0.
You knew that night. You knew the knife was going to fall sooner or later, right?
Right. Give me a break.
We knew that was going to.
I lost $8,000 on the damn game too.
I hate to say it, but hey, I'm riding with you all season, right? On this heater streak. And then last week I was like, I didn't ask you what your big play was. We never talked about it. All of a sudden the games were on Saturday. And I was like, shit, I wonder what Griffin was on. And then you didn't lose and you didn't win. You lost it. And I was like, well, the knife had to fall sooner or later. You knew that. We talked about that.
Yeah.
You can't go there's, 16, there's football's different, but hockey, 82 games in a year. No, you're not going 82-0. Okay. I don't care if you're a college.
I don't have winning and losing days. The goal is to win at the end of the season. And that's what we do here. That's why we are the best and the best of the best. I mean, Shadow, it is what it is.
Yeah, right. Area 93.
What am I even supposed to say to that? Like, come on, bro. I'm up $7,500 in my last 300 picks.
We move on. We're all good. Area 93, good job becoming a member. You got to buy your own members only jacket. You know that. Or contact Craig Trapp directly. He will get you one, maybe. I don't know. Just tell him I told him. Thanks for becoming a member. You get a lot. Hey, YouTube membership for real. I know we joke a lot about the show and stuff like that, but you're looking for bargain, $49.99 a month. We're talking about $50 a month. Area 93 just spent $50, $49.99, and you get 5-6 plays a week from me. You get all of the Indian Cowboy. You get all of Craig Trapp 7 days a week. He gives you 2-3 video plays a day. So if you're a video guy on the YouTube and you go off you like the video plays, good deal for you. Good job, Area 93. Area 93, where's that at? I know 51 and 15. 51.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know 93. Where is that in? That's got to be in New Mexico. Hello, Griffin and Lenny. What's cracking, Nevada Maverick? What do you got going on today? I just hit too many buttons. Let's go. Hoosiers beat. I'm leaving UCLA. I don't know. Lenny, are you doing YouTube Junior today? Yes. I love that you call it YouTube Junior too, by the way. Or still mad at Craig making fun of your voice. I ain't mad at Craig. I just give Craig shit. I stay mad at Craig 365 days a year.
Yeah.
It's the only way to be friends with Craig Pratt.
Craig's got it coming. I hope he's tuned in. Where's he at?
Yeah, right. He's probably on his way or near and about a Chipotle or Skyline Chili. Saturday, Skyline Chili. No, yeah, I will. I don't want to, but yeah, I probably should. Everything that I was going to give out on YouTube level 1, I gave out on the show. The 2 draws, bet the draws, half unit each on Colorado, Buffalo, Boston, and Florida VGK, and the over in the MLB game. That was the 3 I was going to give you out on the junior YouTube. This counts as my video. I don't want to do it. There you go. Go Hoosiers. He's laughing at me. Thanks. You're welcome. All right, we're going to get out of here. There's football on somewhere. There's hockey. Not yet, but soon.
Yeah, baseball, hockey, basketball, football.
What time is that MLB game? I got to remember.
My 7 unit just kicked off. I got to go. No.
You gotta go.
8 o'clock.
I got to go. By the way, that's how he talks to me on the cell phone, too. I got to go. My 7 unit just kicked off.
We're rolling, baby.
All right, brother man. I'll talk to you later. We'll see you guys Monday. We'll be back 1 o'clock Eastern. Docs Daily. Good luck unless you're against us. Link in the description for the free 60. Link in the description to become a YouTube member. Just do what you do. Good luck unless you're against us. See you guys.